Доброго времени суток, ребят, с вами Илья и канал Mixing and Gaming, и мы продолжаем игрушку The Cat Lady Кошатница. Такс, на чем мы остановились? Да, мы остановились на том, что какая-то злая стерва, которая ревнует своего старого мужа к нам, облила нам рожу какой-то непонятной едкой хренью. Даже боюсь представить, как у нас теперь рожа выглядит. И мы играем за котейку. О, мы можем уронить клетку. Ладно, сейчас клетку уроним. Кстати, ребят, вы, возможно, заметили то, что видео выходит только одно. Так, ну, тут просто никак. У меня не получается, ну как, получается, но не всегда. По крайней мере, вот сейчас вот эту вот игру мне проходить более интереснее, чем Ведьмака. Так что я пока буду проходить ее. Ведьмака пройти, поверьте, мы успеем. Так, куда нам теперь идти? Залезть наверх на дверь? Или куда? Чё-то ты, игра, начинаешь подлагивать. Такс. То есть кошка, она прыгает сама. Етическая сила, блять. Я у нас рожа страшная стала. СКРИМАК прошел, вот честно скажу. Прям по яйцам прошел. Ну, пойдемте в отверстие. Котейка. КТ. КТ-бархате. Ба. Явился, не запылился, блядь. Суженый ряженый.
Hey there, gorgeous. I see my old lady brought the bleach again. What a shame. I really liked your eyes. It could have been a start of something very exciting for us, if you know what I mean. She does that every single time. What do they call it? Trust issues. That's it. Well, never mind. Plenty more fish in the sea. I'm not too fussy.
Ну, чувак, вот дай мне добраться до тебя.
Ain't gonna touch a bird like you, I gotta be honest, girl. You look like shit. But I wouldn't want you to think I'm not a kind man. Plenty of time until dinner, and you're in pain, so I've brought something to end your suffering. Think of it as an option.
Походу, он нас хочет какой-то еще херню
I've
накачать.
got this gun here.
Револьвер.
One of my favourites. There's just one bullet in the chamber. Large caliber. You'd be long dead before you'd feel any pain.
Чё ты сейчас за херню говоришь?
Sounds good, doesn't it? I mean, it's just an idea, you know, no pressure. Ah, of course. You can't see it. That bleach turns your eyes to nothing but jelly.
Ну чё, стреляй, слабак.
So I'll just leave it for you here. Feel free to use it. That bullet's meant for you anyway. I better go now. We won't want to get caught red-handed again, would we? You naughty minx.
Пошел в жопу, ублюдок. Даже уже и застрелить не можешь свою жертву. Маньяк хуев.
What was that?
Пошел нахуй.
You can't reach it. Well, what did you expect? Life's a real fucker sometimes.
Котейка. Снова котейка. Ну, хоть мы на кого-нибудь адекватного смотрим. Вот котейка сейчас пытается ноги унести от этого придурка. А это, походу, знаете кто? Вот тот кот, помните, который постоянно ничего не ел, был сытым и постоянно смотрел и наблюдал за ней. Вот, походу, он за ней прибежал, и его поймали. Вот эта вот служба животных, и засадили в какой-то амбар. Так, интересно, он что, охотник, что ли? Такс. То есть он нас даже так не видит. Ну чё, походу он слепой. Причем конкретно. Ну чего, ты так и будешь на меня палить? Или отвернешься? Красавчик. Оп. Вот и прошмыгнули. Главное, пулю в жопу не словить из этой винтовки. Теперь мы уже начинаем бегать. Но ключик, мне кажется, от наручников. Ты там его скинешь, а? А, вот выплюнуть.
What? Who's this? My eyes. I can't see a thing. That bitch. A key?
Ключики.
Who are you? Say something. Anything.
Скажи
I
мяу.
should be able to unlock the handcuffs now.
О, пошла атмосферная музычка. Музычка. О, пистолет.
No! No!
Чё ты так орёшь, ты
I
ёбаный в
dropped it.
рот?
Where is it? Where the hell is it?
Еще не все тебя маньяки услышали в округе. О. Раз уронила, значит на полу.
I've got it.
Такс. А как я смогу застрелить этого гада, если я ничего не вижу? Я даже не понимаю, где вот она сейчас в этой комнате ходит. Ну, давайте
I'm sorry,
застрелимся.
Mitzi. I have to break my promise.
Типа она обещала Мите, что она найдет парня. Или что? Я не понимаю. И? Охуеть. И звук закрывающейся двери. Вместо звука падающего трупа. Мы сдохли. Охуеть. И что дальше? Кнопки не работают, которые двигать. Такс. Счет я... Надпись You Dead пропала. Может, это часть игры? А хотя... Стоп! Мы же, по идее, не можем умереть. Какие-то матузные постеры.
It's your room. You can do what you like with it. But I definitely prefer this to fairies, rainbows and pink unicorns.
Ну да, вот.
Did you make
единорогов
these?
это точно я не люблю. Особенно розовых.
No. My boyfriend made them. Some of them anyway. So, Miss Ashworth, I happen to have a bottle of wine in my bag. I was going to leave it to Robert, but I forgot all about it.
Robert?
The guy with the rats?
Oh, yes. Of course.
So, shall we have a drink then? We could get to know each other a bit more. I know, I promise I won't get in the way. And, I mean, you don't have to if you don't feel like it. But since we're going to live together for a little while, it won't hurt if we talk to each other, will it?
Это, конечно, не помешает. Это никогда не помешает.
Yeah, that's
Особенно
okay,
после
I guess.
хардкора.
Great! I'll bring the wine. Oh, damn. It's one of those bottles with a cork. Have you got a bottle opener, Miss Ashworth?
In the kitchen. I'll go get it, shall I?
Yes, please. And while you're there, could you get a couple of glasses too?
Музычка-то какая приятная. Музычка просто заглядение. Заслушание и заглядение. Что-то ты чутка поускорилась. Бокалы у нас, наверное, тут. Я просто что-то помню с той серии, в которой я копался долго. Так, взять винные бокалы. Штопор с кухни. Если это на фото она, то я не понимаю, как у нее вообще могут быть проблемы с противоположным полом, поскольку, ну, просто, ну, так-то она вообще пиздато выглядит. Мне кажется, она больше просто накручивает себя. Штопор взяли. Закрыть. Жаль, здесь нельзя музыку вот это вот сделать чуток потише. По порой даже уж очень громко орет. Вот как сейчас. Можно было бы ее и реально сделать потише. Так, войти. Все, время двум бабам пить вино. Сейчас я так чувствую, посиделки будут долгими.
I found some wine glasses.
Great! Now all we need is a corkscrew.
А если использовать, интересно, что будет? Не хотя, давайте лучше пусть
There
не
you
все
go.
открывает.
Let's get that bottle
Мало ли опять
open.
какая-нибудь истерика.
All right! That's all we need. Oh, and Miss Ashworth, I really must say this before we start.
Yeah?
I promise I won't cut your throat when you're asleep.
Подъебочка.
Very funny, Mitzi.
Oh no, I mean it.
That's fine. But just so you know, I always sleep with my eyes
Да ты чё,
open.
дура, что ли, спать с открытыми глазами? Я вообще не понимаю, как можно спать с открытыми глазами. Это, я не знаю, равносильно того, что пить, открыв рот. Вот рот открыл и пьешь. Ну, в смысле, понятно, что рот-то открыть надо, но я имею в виду там все такое, то, что можно там пить и выплюнуть половину, там и все такое. Ой, короче, не силен я в сравнениях. Так, я опять начинаю по привычке трогать мышку. Так, про рак, про дождь. Про дождь.
It's not raining anymore.
Нужно
Oh, well.
начинать с
I don't
чего-то
mind
позитивного.
Sometimes I even like it. But according to weather forecast, there's a nasty fog coming. Now that I'm actually scared of. I got lost in a fog once, when I was just 9 or 10. I remember I sat under a tree crying, thinking some monster would appear right in front of me and drag me away.
But now that you're a big girl, you know there are no monsters.
Yeah? How do you know?
Типа ты до сих пор боишься монстров? Так, единственные монстры. Предположим, что она права. Реально.
Maybe you're right.
А вдруг
I will believe in
типа
them when I
это ее
see
как-то
one.
поддержит или
This
что-нибудь
fog
такое?
approaching fast, you might be in luck, Miss Ashworth. I am so glad I'm not spending another night outside. I might be a big girl now, but there will always be a part of me that is frightened, I guess. Did you know they actually have a name for it? It's called homiclophobia, fear of fog.
We are living in crazy times, Mitzi.
Как ты собираешься найти своего парня? Так логично, там же у вас 9 квартир, в одной ты
How are
живешь.
you planning to find this guy?
I don't know yet. A bit of detective work, perhaps. It shouldn't be that hard, really. There are only 8 apartments here. One is yours. That leaves us with 7. I was hoping that you could give me a hand, actually.
А так тут
You know some of your neighbors,
8
don't you?
квартир. Просто вроде
Not
в прошлой
many.
серии 9
I never
было.
really cared about them.
Или я,
They
может,
changed over
путаю.
the years too. You probably also
А
figured
хотя,
by now that
в каком
this
же
is
доме
not the
есть
sort of
нечетное
place where new
количество
neighbors are
квартир? Чё я
greeted with a
туплю?
freshly baked
Тут уж или
cake.
8, или
You see a new
10.
face, you give them a blank stare as you pass them in the hall, and you forget about them a minute later.
That bad, eh?
Well, there's that bald guy who lives above me in flat 5. He came here recently to shout in my face. He's a nasty piece of work, but I really don't think he's the person you're looking for.
What does he do for a living?
I think he's a train driver.
I can't imagine somehow that my guy would be a train driver. Okay, that's good.
Одного
Leaves us with
уже
just 6.
отсели, осталось 6.
Anyone else you know?
I'd have to think.
You know, maybe not tonight. Let's just talk about something else, okay? I have plenty of time. There's no need to rush this. Maybe tomorrow we could sit down together and make a plan. I could draw a simple map of the building, and with your help, mark down who lives where.
Реально, как детективное
Sounds good to
расследование.
me, Mitzi.
Так, Рак. Хочется поговорить об этом. А может ей не хочется поговорить. Сьюзан, ты об этом-то не подумала?
So, the big C. Want to talk about it?
Well, to be honest, I didn't really want to tell you about it like that. I put you in a very difficult position, I know. It's just that I was really desperate to get this room. I hope you can understand. This is the last and most important thing I must do before my time is up.
It's fine. You seem alright. It's just... I find it hard to trust people these days. Maybe it's time I opened my eyes to see others have problems
Как же ж
too.
ты глаза откроешь, если тебе их сожгли?
Some, like yourself, even bigger than mine. What kind of cancer is it? Do you mind me asking?
Brain tumor. Her name is glioblastoma.
Haha.
Yep, they're all girls, the way I imagine it. Just look at their names. Lymphoma, melanoma, myeloma, leukemia, sarcoma. Each of them a fucking goddess of death.
Херни-то
Beautiful
выучила.
and ruthless.
You might just be right about that, Mitzi. I used to be a nurse. I know a few things about cancer. And I know glioblastoma. She's a real bitch.
Глиобластома,
Yeah,
она еще
and yet
такая.
she gets to be the prom queen before
Да,
night
конечно.
ends, while I disappear down the back exit.
How long?
They said I had a year,
Ну, год это еще ладно.
but that was 6
За год
months
можно
ago,
много
so...
сделать. А,
Yeah.
вот полгода, это
Not
уже
awfully
другое
long.
дело. Но все равно считай, что все равно полгода.
Is there anything...
Полгода
Try.
можно там отдыхать, там жизни радоваться.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. So am I.
Ах, девушки, у меня вот
Do you want to talk about
после
something
ваших
else?
перерывов теряется эфирное время. Ты упомянула своего парня, расскажи мне о нем.
You mentioned a boyfriend. Tell me something about him.
Yeah, okay. Let's talk about him. His name is Jack.
Джек Воробей.
He's dead.
Он мертв.
Oh,
И что ж тогда она здесь ищет?
Miss Ashworth, are you sure you want to listen about my miserable life? I don't want to bring you down. These aren't happy stories.
and I'm not a happy stories kind of person. I'm sure you've noticed by now.
I guess so. Anyway, I suppose I would have had to tell you about Jack sooner or later. After all, he is the main reason I'm here. I just don't know where to start.
Начнем с самого верхнего. Прям по традиции.
Tell me how you two met.
Oh, we knew each other for like forever. We grew up on the same street.
Очередная серия, состоящая из
Funny how we
сплошных
seem to be made
заставок.
for each
Ну
other.
так, может, одного скримака
Perfect
и
match.
капельки движения.
I always knew he was the guy for me, and I'm sure he never doubted that either. Jack was absolutely crazy about me. We thought one day we would marry, have children, be happy. I never had many friends because I had Jack. I didn't need anybody else. You know, if there's one thing I'm really grateful for in my life, it's that I got to experience this pure, perfect love. Some people go through a lifetime without knowing how it feels.
Ну,
Yes,
хоть
I've
это
been very
было.
lucky. But all luck runs out sometimes.
Как он воспринял новость о болезни? С радостью воспринял. Вот прям не знаю. Вот какой интересный вопрос. Эй, музыка. Я уж испугался, что игра вылетела, ребят.
How did he take the news about your cancer?
He thought I was joking at first. He laughed. And he got really angry. I swore to him I was serious, but he still wouldn't believe me. We had a big fight that night. It was our first and only fight. But it was awful. He smashed some stuff. His guitar, of all things, was the worst. He loved that guitar. Why did he break it? He was absolutely furious. He walked out on me that night, and when he came back the next day, he was different. Begged me to try surgery and chemotherapy. I didn't really want those things, but I did the chemo for him. It didn't help. It just made me feel sick all the time. I felt trapped in this strange place where nothing that happened around me seemed real. Maybe that's why I didn't see what my cancer was doing to Jack, and it was destroying him as well.
Опять молчание.
He changed. He became obsessed with death. It seemed death was all he ever thought about, even though it was me, not him, who was supposed to die.
Джек нарисовал те картины на твоей стене. Он был...
Jack made those pictures on your
он был
wall.
художником.
Was he an artist?
He
Разве?
always liked all kinds of morbid stuff, whether it was music, movies, paintings. So do I, really. We had that in common, amongst other things. People say it's depressing to listen to sad songs or watch sad films, but I never felt that way.
And yet, you are scared of fog?
Oh, that's different.
Блин, а
I
я
might
не
be scared
заметил,
of
как
fog,
туман
but
пришел.
I like spiders. They're beautiful.
You must be out of your mind, Mitzi.
No, honestly, there's a certain indescribable beauty in
У меня,
sadness.
кстати, тоже есть
Just
подруга,
like there's
которая
beauty
любит
in the
пауков.
grey and ugly winter
Ну,
morning
как
when you
подруга
look past the
знакомая.
obvious,
Но она
notice
их
what others
любит
can't see.
на картинках, а так пипец.
You
Она
must
говорит,
love
обосраться
my
готова от
apartment
ужаса.
then. It's like Ugly took a vacation here and never went home again.
Как он умер?
How
И как?
did he die? How did Jack die?
Такс. А если он умер, то кого же она сейчас собирается искать?
It was so distant in the last few weeks before he died. What I didn't know was that he kept looking for something. I don't think he even knew what exactly. But it eventually found him. Or rather, he found him.
И чего же он нашел?
There are those forums online, you know, about all sorts of stuff. Fishing, computer games, horses, gambling, addictions, everything really. Accidentally, Jack stumbled upon one about suicide.
Вот куда
There's a guy
вообще
there.
не стоит
Calls
заглядывать.
himself the Eye of Adam. He's a fucking god on that forum. It's like a failed suicide club. People mostly try to help each other and offer support. Sometimes it just helps to know there are others like you. To listen to their stories and how they cope with their lives. But the Eye of Adam is an advocate of death.
Это я адвокат смерти,
He
тетя.
dwells on human weakness.
Я не твой
His
Адам.
job is to plant an idea, to give them a reason to die and tell them how to do it, once and for good. Jack took the bait. Before he knew, he was completely brainwashed. One day he sat down with me and tried to explain his perfect solution. It was the Romeo and Juliet kind of scenario. We were both to die together in each other's arms. It was supposed to be a quick and
А ведь
foolproof
реально
death.
кукушка съехала у
There
человека.
was no chance we would have been saved. All thanks to the eye of Adam, who created a tool for perfect suicide. He told me it was very simple. All we needed were 2 easily accessible household chemicals, which combined together create a gas called hydrogen sulfide that kills you within a couple of minutes. I told him he was fucking nuts, of course, but he just wouldn't give up. He reasoned with me, then he begged, and eventually just kept screaming at me. I figured it was his
Как
crazy
всё
idea of a
тяжко.
modern romance, but it was downright tacky and just wrong.
Идея романтической смерти равносильно
Finally,
того, что идея, я
He
не
said he
знаю,
would get everything ready and wait for me in our special place at
романтических
dawn.
прыжков на
5 in the
голове.
morning. Don't be late. Those were his last words he said to me. Then he stormed out. I cried for hours, thinking I didn't deserve all that from the person I loved most in the whole world. A few times I even tried to persuade myself that maybe he was right and I should do it. I just couldn't.
Ну и правильно, что не смогла.
I
Нахер
eventually
надо.
fell asleep. I didn't plan it. My head was killing me. I was so tired.
Ну
woke up
теперь еще бы
suddenly.
мне бы не уснуть, и
I could
будет
see the
вообще
sun rising
отлично.
out my window. It was nearly 5. In utter panic, I
сколько
threw
времени-то
myself off the bed and
прошло?
ran out the door. I
Ничего
needed to
себе.
stop him. I needed to get there before it was too late.
Сейчас договорим и закончим серию.
But right there in my bedroom, before I even left,
А зачем тогда шла?
I
А
already
хотя,
knew it
в
was.
принципе, любовь же штука такая. Во.
When I arrived at our special place, it was already bright. We used to go there in the past, drink wine, sometimes smoke weed and listen to Pink Floyd, sometimes make love in Jack's car. There wasn't really anything special about that old parking lot. But to us there was. It was completely abandoned. It was quiet. It was safe. After that day, I've never gone there again.
О, мы можем ходить. И спрятаться за тачку. Ну ладно, ребят, давайте тогда на этом остановимся. Серия уже довольно-таки нормальная получилась по таймингу. В общем, ребят, подписывайтесь на канал, ставьте лайки, комментируйте. Не забывайте ставить колокольчик, чтобы не пропустить новые видео. Ну и, ребят, всем до встречи, всем пока.